Welcome to Norman, Oklahoma, and the heart of the Sooner Nation. Memorial Stadium already rocking with the sounds of Boomer Sooner. We're going to hear that all day. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams. Two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead. As we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the third-ranked team, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Wolverines will kick this away to get us going here. Turner decides to fair catch this. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? To throw, it's Arnold. Looking right, this one caught.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
That completion makes it second and medium. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Pressure is coming. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. Oh, throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Third down play here out of the shotgun. And is intercepted. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33.
Boy, this is why I love this defense so much. So opportunistic. We've seen it all year, and now we see it right here. Big interception. They set their offense up in great field position here on their first possession.
He'll hand it off. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Makes the catch downfield. Down quickly after the catch, but the ball at the 14 sets up the red zone opportunity now. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Handoff running right. And it's going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Will hand it off. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. To the air, it's Orji. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
I
the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. So the scramble comes up short, and now this offense facing a 4th down play.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the first down. Boy, he gave him a chance.
Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Here's the 2nd down play. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Barnes.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive. The best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Touchdown, Michigan. The special teams with a special play. And suddenly we have a lead change on that punt return for a touchdown.
You know, sometimes the difference in a game can be the special teams. I know personally, I get so caught up in studying the offense and the defense, it's easy sometimes to overlook how big of a deal field position can be, and plays like this can be to the outcome of a game. We all just got a great reminder.
This one will be fair caught. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? The pocket, and they heave it deep downfield. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Bringing pressure. He escapes the sack. Looks like he's going to run it. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead, he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first.
At the 31. Now, 4th down.
The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. The Sooners will have to kick it away. Remember, his first punt was taken back to the house. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground.
And the Michigan offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Last time the defense got a big 4th down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. Keeping it on the ground here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. The pass rush closing in. Gets into space at the 50. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the 1st down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the 1st and keep this drive moving.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Receiver makes the catch, and the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice game.
3rd down upcoming after that completion. Looking to throw. It's Orji. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
Well, they spread this defense all over the field with that 5 wide receiver set. It puts a lot of pressure on the offensive line to give the quarterback enough time, especially on 3rd down. They held up just long enough, and the quarterback makes a great throw for this 1st down.
They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Eighth play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He makes the grab. Tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9.
On the play. 1st and goal.
1st and goal for the offense. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
And now here comes the point after attempt. With the extra point, the lead is 14.
That makes the score Michigan 14, Oklahoma 0.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Set to kick this one away.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. first play of the quarter, the offense has a first down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Moves the ball up to the 30. And the Sooners come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Grab behind the line. It's Gibson. Breaking free at midfield. An explosive play across midfield all the way to the 41.
When they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White, their Heisman campaigns and the accuracy that they threw the football with. Great example of that right here by this OU quarterback.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Arnold. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring him down at the 5. Solid game, though, in the completion. Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up 1st and goal now. Using his legs, it's Barnes. Forced out of bounds, just short of the end zone.
The real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. Because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another 3rd down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. Looking to scramble. He muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. I thought he was going to be able to find a way to get to the end zone. He is such a threat when he takes off. He pulls that ball down and tries to get to the end zone on these scrambles. But the defense just keeps him out of the goal line.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Now the all-important extra point. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Now they get set to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Orji. And that pass falls incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's looking to scramble. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
The Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
The Wolverines will try to keep this drive moving. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Horde. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. First and 10 play coming up. Looking to pass. It's Orji. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. He's back to throw again on second down. The pass is intercepted. Goes down quickly, but comes up with a nice interception. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Running out of time in the pocket. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. Second and 10 here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And the junior able to get home with the sack. The clock is still running. Off to hurry up here, but it's a crucial third down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Michigan offense back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Quick throw to the left side, and he's got it. And it's a touchdown, but there is a flag down. Let's check out the marker. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. Back to throw. It's Orji. Defense is coming after him. When they hit him just as he releases the ball, it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. There's the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
He's running out of time here. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up.
On the set.
And the wideout goes in motion. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now. The Sooners come up to the line in the hurry-up. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Quick throw to the left. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. And is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Sooners will kick it deep to begin the second half. one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looking to pass, it's Orji. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He lets it go on the move. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Well, this is exactly what the defense talked about at halftime, coming up with a stop to start this second half. Now they've done that on this third down. We'll see what happens with the decision on fourth down, but the defense looks at a very different kind of energy to start the second half.
Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. He's past the marker and still going. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now.
Okay, ready? Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground with the counter play. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Just ran away from the defense. And they'll set up for the PAT. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if we give the returner a chance to bring this one back. So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Looking downfield, it's Orji. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up third down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And the Wolverines will send their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Sooners offense is back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. He's moving out of the pocket now. He's going to take off. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in a run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Offense trying to move into scoring position if they can convert third and short here from the 50. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Back to throw. It's Arnold. QB to the tight end for a completion. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff on the counter play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Second down after that previous play. On the ground, it's Barnes. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Trying to extend the play. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up the 4th down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. They've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
He missed it. And in the 3rd quarter, this game remains tied.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. He'll hand it off. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
He's brought down at the 33.
Second down after that run in the previous play. Back to pass. It's Orji. Nice throw, caught for a completion. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's going to take off here. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's caught downfield. Tackled inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
Boy, this is outstanding by this offense. Third down conversion. The wideout sells that he's going to go downfield, turns and breaks back to the quarterback, sees the quarterback's eyes, and he puts the football right on his numbers. Very nice third down conversion on the curl.
Ball handed off. He shreds the tackle. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? He'll ride the back again here. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Dropping back, it's Orji. Looks to the left for a quick throw. And he pulls in the catch. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a 1st and goal.
The key here to me, Chris, is the receiver runs a precise route, and the timing is impeccable. Quarterback cannot hesitate, because if he does, it could be pick six going the other way.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. They don't pick up the blitzers, and it's a sack.
Well, it's a great job by this defense coming up with a big sack there on 1st and goal. The offense still has their opportunities. Let's see if they can get back on track here on 2nd and goal.
After the big loss on 1st down, it's 2nd and goal, backed up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. The pocket breaking down. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. 2nd down and goal upcoming.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. And after 3, the game is tied.
Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Nice grab. It's Williams. They bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the 1st down mark.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw and put it on target.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Dropping back, it's Orji. Bringing pressure. And the tackle is made. The defense saying, not this time. They got burned in the scramble last time. They bring him down pretty quickly here. So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. Kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive.
Well, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the 4th.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. The Sooners offense is back out on the field. Handoff taken following the right tackle. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here. It was a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
In the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Third down coming up after that running play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They can't slow him down. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. He's escaping the pocket now. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. It's going to bring up second down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. But does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Important second down play coming up. The pre-snap motion from the offense. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. So an important third down play coming up. A field goal try here will be from 60. To the air, it's Arnold. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. He's tackled immediately, but not before a gain that moves the ball to the 25.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
The Sooners looking to cash in this red zone trip. Trying to find room. It's Barnes. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. The eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The Sooners lining up here on 1st and 10. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
As a design quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They jump in front here in the 4th.
You just love to see this when the game is on the line. This offensive line does a great job of executing up front, giving this back just enough room to be able to get into the end zone and give them the lead.
PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Looking to throw it on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. He left with no option. Just has to throw it away. Now it's second down here. To throw, it's Orji. Looking for his big tight end. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
Offense makes its way on the field to get the drive started. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Again, makes it second and medium. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
That's another good run here by this back. You know, he's been inside, he's been outside. At times he's had to be patient, showing his vision. He now has 97 yards on the ground today. A few more carries, and he's likely going to go over the century mark.
All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. Looking to the end zone. And they score, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count. Now back at the 7, it's third down and goal. To throw, it's Arnold. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. He'll be stopped short a couple yards from the goal line. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So forget the field goal attempt. They'll try to pad the lead with a touchdown here on fourth and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Touchdown, Oklahoma. This offense cannot be stopped. Here's the point after attempt. Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And this pass is caught. Oh, what a move. Goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now. Big play in enemy territory all the way to the 41-yard line. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The Wolverines looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Back to pass. It's Orji. Snags the quick throw. Football comes out. The defense recovers the fumble.
Oh, just a costly turnover here for this offense. Last thing they wanted to see is put this ball on the ground, and really any chance of getting back into this game is lost.
And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. Really excellent possession last time. The mix, the run, and the pass kept the defense off balance and route to a touchdown.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. So that's now back-to-back wins, Kirk, over quality opponents. This team really building some momentum.
I agree. I think there's a lot to build on with this team and what they've been able to do these last few games. We'll just have to see how